For a local woman, the murder of her husband has led to a cascade of problems, with her now unable to access his pension benefits.
So she reached out to Channel 9 anchor Darlene Jones after trying to get the issue resolved for more than a year.
Greg, Martha, when she first reached out to us, we couldn't believe something like this could happen. Since we started asking questions, she has been in touch with the U.S. Postal Service Benefits Office again, and they have told her a resolution is near. But at this point, she still wants to know how and why it happened.
We was married, we was together for 48 years.
And for more than 30 years, Marilyn Morton told us her husband worked for the federal government, most of that time with the U.S. Postal Service, until he retired in 2012 with his full retirement benefits.
He paid into it all his life, into retirement, you know what I'm saying? I guess he think if anything happened to him, you know, his family would be taken care of.
Just after Christmas in 2021, his body was found in Lake Monroe. According to initial reports from Seminole County investigators, they worked the case as a possible suicide. But in the weeks that followed, it turned into a possible murder investigation due to evidence discovered by the medical examiner, prompting them to send his body to the University of Florida Anthropology Department for further examination.
It's so hard because I feel like at the beginning, I didn't have a chance to mourn him, you know, being that the way that they found him, and then we had to do a cremation. So we really didn't have a funeral, you know what I'm saying? We had a memorial.
Last year, she received this letter from the Office of Personnel Management offering sympathy for her loss. But because the case is ongoing and active, the letter states the agency is unable to process her application to determine continued eligibility until confirmation is received on who was charged with or otherwise implicated in the homicide, leaving Marilyn with no money as long as the case has no suspects.
Yes, that's right. And I don't know what to do from here. You know what I'm saying? I've complied with everything they asked me for.
We contacted the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, where an investigator on her husband's case has also tried to help in her fight. A spokesperson would only say the case remains open and active as a homicide investigation, and there have been no named suspects in the case, which could be active for months or even years.
What is your biggest fear at this point?
Losing my home.
A spokesperson for the USPS told us the agency does not comment on personnel matters, but sent me a copy of the department's personnel manual, which didn't address specifically what was outlined in Morton's letter she received. Again, since we started asking questions, Morton has been in touch with the agency, which assures her they are looking into this. We'll keep you posted on what's next. Greg, Martha.
All right, Darlene, thank you.